So today I'm going to be sharing you guys a little tips on what you need to do and what you need to tackle after you might have given birth to that your beautiful baby. Things you need to tackle before you leave the hospital line. After you have given birth to the child, the hospital will need you to make a birth certificate of your child. You will require to make a birth certificate of your baby, because there are two types. Here in UAE, you have two types of birth certificate that you need to do. You have the Arabic and the English form. So you need to do the Arabic and the English. So with you doing that, it requires you to submit your birth certificate of the child. I mean the ID card, your ID card of the parents, and the marriage certificate of the parents. It requires you to submit your ID card and the marriage certificate of the parents. And also it also requires the child's name, because before you leave the hospital, you must have a name of your baby, or before you giving birth, you must have planned a name that you're going to be giving to you're going to be naming your baby. So it requires a child's full name, because the name that you give, that is the name is going to appear, or that is the name that is going to appear in this document, in he or her document, all through. So after you might have obtained that birth certificate, the English and the Arabic, in the hospital, because that is being done only in the hospital when you have given birth to your child. And also a file will be given to you. With that file, you'll be using for the child's vaccination, that's immunization for the baby. And after you have might obtain the birth certificate, the English and Arabic from the hospital, you're going to take it to your own consulate, to your Cameroon. If you're in Cameroon, Nigeria, or any other country, you are going to be taking that to your embassy or your consulate for them to do their own birth certificate of the baby. That will be obtaining a birth certificate from your country for the baby. So with that birth certificate that they will obtain from your own country, you're going to be using that one to make the child's, to obtain the child's passport, because the child will need a passport, because you know, with the UAE law, when you give birth to your baby, and exact 3 months, after 3 months, the child will start counting for overstay, and you won't want your baby to go for overstay. For those who want their baby to stay back in UAE after you might have given birth to them, for those who want to go back with their baby back home, that is another issue. We'll be talking about that after this. We'll be talking about that later. So you have to obtain a birth certificate. You have to obtain a birth certificate from your own country. After obtaining a birth certificate, you need to follow up with the child's passport immediately as possible. For those who passport usually take some time to come out, some time for them before the passport is being proceeds and before it's being delivered. If you know your own is taking a long period of time before you can receive, you have to follow that as soon as possible to avoid delays and to avoid the child going for overstay. So that is very possible. And after that, guys, when the passport is being issued to you, when the passport is being given to you, you have to follow up with the child's document, the child's visa. It's very important to follow up with the child's visa once it's early. And if only your child might have entered into overstay, so you can also apply for a fine deduction. That is going to help you to deduct the amount of the amount of the overstay is going to deduct it. And for those who said they want to take their baby back to their home country, I want to tell you that you just need to apply for your child's birth certificate in the hospital, the English and Arabic. Then you take that to your consulate, and they will issue you a Cameroon or a Nigeria or any other country any other nationality birth certificate that you are. They'll issue that for your baby. Then you can go back to your consulate or your embassy, and you tell them you want to take your baby back to your home country.